Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations from IATA WCS in Dubai. I'm Rajarshi Chatterjee from Stat Trade Times. And right now with me, I have Olaf van Reeden, Cargo Partnerships Director, Amsterdam Schiphol Airport.
Correct.
Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
And what is the most exciting thing about air cargo?
I think air cargo, the most exciting thing of air cargo is the collaboration between people. There are so many different players in the cargo field. And the only thing you can get better and improve yourself is do it together. And I love working with people, and I think the processes are really amazing, but the people are even better.
Right, working together. So that's the thing. And if you remember a special memory, one of your most exciting memory related to cargo.
I think the cargo as a whole. I worked with the company for a long time for Schiphol Airport, most of it in terminal development, master planning, passenger processes. And when I came to cargo a few years ago, I saw it's a completely different world with other players, much more complexity. Um, and I also love the way how people interact with each other.
Yeah.
They say what's right and wrong. And I really like that. The openness of the cargo as a whole actually surprised me. Yeah.
We're talking about achieving things together, and that is where the partnership comes into play.
Yeah.
So, how does your role and cargo partnerships at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport contribute to global trade flows?
Yeah. It's about connecting people to find everyone in the chain, in the cargo supply chain, and work together, see what everybody needs, see what everybody wants, and going forward. So it's a sort of director actually. So we work together with all the parties involved with the airlines, the handlers, the forwarders, some shippers as well, truckers. Not to forget customs. Customs is a very important partner in our cargo chain. I believe truly for Dutch cargo industry, Dutch aviation, customs is very important because they act like a partner. So we're very happy with that. And of course, we collaborate closely with Air Cargo Netherlands, the association of which almost every company is involved in, and we work together in different programs, processes, projects for ongoing process optimization. And of course, need to mention working closely with Maastricht, our, so to speak, sort of sister airport, together with Maastricht in the south of the Netherlands. We are the Dutch cargo airport system, and we're working closely together to get the most of the capacity available. And as always, with collaboration, you'll say that the total is greater than the sum of the parts, and that goes for cargo. Yeah.
Yeah, and as you just mentioned, capacity. So, if you could tell us about the capacity available at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport.
Yeah. Last year in 2024, we had 1.5 million tons of air cargo. And at the moment, the capacity is about 2 million to 2.3 million tons. Depends on what technology you use, how it will. There are also plans or possibilities to expand even further, up to 2.5, but it depends on market demand, of course. We are used to building in a modular way, so we can always follow the market and start building when necessary.
And are you planning to expand the capacity in any time soon?
Well, there are plans, of course. Well, the biggest expansion is the very large state-of-the-art dnata facility, which will be opened next month, which is a really big step forward. And after that, there are some more plans, but it's still on the drawing board. Yeah, but we have plans available. We're planning on that.
And which trade routes do you see maximum cargo volumes at Schiphol Airport, and what trends are shaping these flows?
Well, 2024 was a really good year. We saw growth from all regions and from all continents, but the most growth came from Asia, and not surprisingly, fueled by e-commerce, and it was really big. What we also noticed, if we look in the balance between full freighters and belly cargo, full freighters had a modest growth, but especially belly cargo had a tremendous growth of more than 20%. So we see the network, Schiphol's network is really, always call it a superior network. It's one of the major USPs of Schiphol Airport, and it's really important as fuel for growth. And I'm very confident for the future as well, because we see especially the passenger flights rapidly increasing.
So for e-commerce and other shipments, is it like Amsterdam Schiphol Airport is working as a hub also for shipments from China to US? And
Yes.
how do you see, or what are your anticipations moving ahead with these changes in the tariffs?
Oh, changing the tariffs.
Yeah.
Um, well, I think it's the major topic on the agenda of these days. I don't have a crystal ball. Of course, it will create turmoil. But what I've learned from my experience in the cargo business, there's always turmoil somewhere in the world. That's part of our business. So especially it's the volatility of the market. Cargo business is always volatile, and I've learned all the partners in the industry are successful or can be successful when they're agile, and they're used to it. A lot of people had a lot of experience in it. So the more agile you are, the better you can expect, the better you can handle these situations. However, of course, it's a quite drastic situation as we might speak. But then again, we see in the coming weeks how it will work out. But I'm confident. The market is there. I think the consumer demand is there. So anyway, it will be. I'm positive about cargo markets in general.
Great. So apart from tariffs and e-commerce, sustainability is the next buzzword around.
Yeah,
So how is Amsterdam Schiphol Airport approaching sustainability?
yeah. I think there are two streams. One of it is of course improving the process, cutting out slack, cutting out waiting times, improving load balances, and so on. Improving load factors, and so on. Of course, I think that's one stream. And the other one is looking into the real sustainability topics. We do a lot of it. We do a lot of it ourselves, also close collaboration with our partners. Some examples. Of course, electrification of the ground handling equipment, electrification of our own vehicles. Everything was moving on the ground. A big electrification program is going on together especially with the handlers, of course. And at this moment, the vehicles which are not yet capable of running electric, they're running on biodiesel as well. So that's done. Power supply, energy is very important. We are getting away from natural gas. It's going to be electricity all over the place. All of Schiphol is running on 100% Dutch wind energy. I think that's a very important thing to say. Buildings, also in a circular way, in a very sustainable way, and we want to do it in an energy or in sustainability positive way. All electrification, of course, state-of-the-art heating and cooling, getting off natural gas, solar power, reusing materials, building materials is very important. So that helps in our ambition to go to a sustainable and energy positive airport. Also, our partners, for instance, handlers are working on that with their equipment, of course, but also looking on reusing materials, reusing systems, and so on. And so everybody has his or her role, but we're doing it also for this account. We do it together.
Yeah, we do it together. And so, what about the infrastructure for refueling of aircrafts with sustainable aviation fuel?
Yeah, SAF. Well, it's a long history. We have been experimenting with. We're a fan of SAF, of course. We have been experimenting with SAF since I think 2009. I think 2019 we started with mixing SAF and fuel and started off. Starting January this year, it's mandatory by EU legislation to put 2% to use 2% SAF. And in the last 3 years, we had an incentive scheme to get airlines to really get adjusted to the use of SAF and combining SAF and regular fuel. And that proved very successful, that incentive scheme. Of course, we're not yet there. It's also the big question for the industry. At this moment, we have biokerosene. It's only a smart portion, of course. At this moment, it is the best thing there is. It's better than 100% original kerosene. And of course, we are waiting. We are hoping. We are anticipating that technology will bring us further with synthetic kerosene, because that would help the total aviation industry, not only cargo.
Right. And as we are talking about SAF, there are some debate around SAF's true sustainability angle.
Yes, we still, of course, there is debates, and you also see it as a whole. The question is now, what is the alternative? At this moment, we think with the SAF as it is now is the most viable, and we're hoping for a fast introduction of a synthetic kerosene.
And so, apart from SAF, there is another aspect of sustainability, which is waste management. How
Yeah.
do you see, from the cargo perspective at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, how to manage waste and move towards a more sustainable future?
Well, waste management, I think global and local authorities have a big role in it. Sometimes negative, but could also be positive. I like to be on the positive side, but then again, on the negative side, sometimes like equipment like wood beams for stowage and spreaders and so on. In some country, you need to have fumigated beams, while other countries, other governments, it's forbidden to use fumigated beams. So you have to get rid of perfectly good materials, which is spillage. So that's a negative part. I think there could be improvements right there. And that's not also on cargo, but it's also on the passenger side, for instance, for food remains and so on. Working on that right. On the other hand, it could be if there are new rules and regulations regarding sustainability of these things, that could also fuel the industry to find new solutions, new sustainable solutions, creative solutions. And you see also here in Dubai, you see a lot of companies in the exhibition hall who are working with new materials, reused materials, and I think that's really good. That's an important thing to do, and that will remain. For waste disposal at Schiphol Airport, we already for a lot of years we have waste separation program for that. We feel that's very important. We've also incorporated all our clients, all our customers, and all our partners with it to collect the garbage and to separate it so we can make the most of reusing materials. And of course, the regulations right now that some part of the waste has to be incinerated or in landfill. Well, okay, we think there will be that will improve gradually. So hopefully, in the coming years, we can reuse more and more materials from waste.
Amazing, amazing. So, looking ahead and moving ahead towards a sustainable aviation future, uh, what is your message to the policymakers on one hand and the industry stakeholders?
Yes. To the policymakers, um, uh, be strong and guide the way, guide the major goals, and then leave it up to the industry to do so and help them. I think incentivizing the programs, helping the programs, involving the government, involve governmental bodies, involving universities, and so on. I think that's so important for any economy all over the world to do so. And to our partners and to ourselves, we'll step up to the plate and go on and do it, because I think we have a really good future ahead of us, but we have to build, and we can build our future ourselves,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
ourselves and for our children.
Thank you so much. So we are looking for more collaborations, and together we will build a better, cleaner, and sustainable aviation future.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.